Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
And good evening once again, and welcome into the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we're ready to go for this highly anticipated Section 8 AA and Heart of the Lakes Conference clash between the Perham Yellow Jackets and the Pelican Rapids Vikings in boys basketball action. This game may have been circled on some calendars since last March when these two teams squared off in the Section 8 2A playoffs, where the Yellow Jackets were able to avenge two regular season losses to Pelican Rapids and advance to the section championship, which they were able to win on their way to state last year.
Yeah, two evenly matched teams last year for sure. And I think we talked about earlier, Jason, the first game at Pelican where they just came out and kind of dominated and set Perham off on their heels. And it was kind of a shocker at that time. You know, we knew Pelican was a really good team, but not one that could take a 30-point lead on the Yellow Jackets and just kind of impose their will and whatever. But again, probably if you're a Yellow Jacket fan, the most important game was in the section, and they came out victorious in that one. But you know, for both teams, I think there's a lot at stake for an early season game yet, and you know they're going to see each other again at Pelican, and but I think it's kind of that test of where are we really at in Section 8 2A, because I would say you're looking at 5, 6, 7 teams at the top, and these are definitely two of them.
Pelican Rapids, as many will know, and it's been well documented, will be without the play of Timmy Guler, the guard, who is one of the guys that really made this Vikings squad go. He is out with an injury from football, but still take nothing away from this Vikings squad. They're well coached, they're ready to go, and they're coming into tonight's game with a record of 7-2 overall, with one of those two losses being to DGF, who is another team that's expected to be at the top of this Section 8 2A at the end of the year.
And I think any given night when you're a DGF, you can beat anybody when you have someone like Owen Leach on your side. Definitely a highly recruited athlete from this area. And again, you know what, I think you talked about Timmy Guler. I don't think you replace him. I think you're going to have multiple kids have to try to replace him. But that being said, there's one thing about replacing seniors. You know for the whole summer that they're going to be gone, that they're not a part of the equation anymore. It's different when something gets torn away from you before the season starts and you're expecting that. So I'm expecting that there's going to be some growing pains for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, just because it was so late in their equation to try to figure out how are we going to replace Timmy Guler, or at least who's going to fill some of those shoes, or what group of kids are going to do that. So I expect that you're going to see them get better and better and better as the season goes along. Not saying that they're not going to miss one Mr. Guler, because they certainly are. But I can see them progressing as the year goes on.
It'll be the Yellow Jackets and the Vikings coming up in just a bit as the Gene Sports Shop pregame show rolls on. We'll take a break and come back with more on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Welcome to Nias Family Sales, located just north of Highway 10X in Perham. Stop in today or visit NiasFamilySales.com to view the quality inventory of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Nias Family Sales can offer financing options to fit your needs, no matter your credit history. Nias Family Sales also has an experienced and reliable parts and service department that's open extra hours to help fit your hectic schedule. Nias Family Sales, the Lakes area automotive leader since 1999.
Welcome to Gene Sports Shop, located right on Main Street in Perham, Minnesota. We offer a full line of sporting goods and have everything you need for your next hunting or fishing adventure. As a third-generation family-owned business with over 60 years of experience, we pride ourselves on great customer service from our friendly, knowledgeable staff and are open 7 days a week for your convenience. We have you covered on all your fishing and hunting needs and have a great selection of clothing, bait, tackle, firearms, ammunition, and a full archery department. Gene Sport Shop, located in Perham.
New Horizons Realty has a beautiful home available on Devil's Lake. No corners cut in this 5-bedroom, 5-bath, walkout-style home that includes a 3-stall garage. Host your friends to a breathtaking lake scenery from your new cedar deck patio that is only steps away from the beach. Make it your home this summer and many summers to come. Visit PermRealEstate.com for more info and photos of this magnificent lakeside home or call 218-346-7767 today.
Say hello to Taylor Doll at the Backyard. Taylor keeps the store filled with your pet's favorite pet food, pet treats, and pet toys. Hard to find items like retractable dog leashes and pet supplements. The Backyard also carries everything you need for your livestock and poultry operations. Are you a bird watcher? The Backyard has one of the best selections of bird seed, suets, and feeders in the area. And finally, don't forget to book a spa day for your dog with one of our professional dog groomers. 218-346-7487.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years. Wild Goose has a one-of-a-kind gift store and is the premier location for gifts, lake essentials, and decor. We believe in bringing comfort, fun, and style to every area of your life and home. Stop in for a visit today, the Wild Goose in Perham.
Well, welcome back into the Hive for the Gene Sports Shop pregame show. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready for this Section 8 2A Heart of the Lakes Conference clash between the Perham Yellow Jackets and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And Lance, we'll go right into our Goose Group keys to the game tonight, brought to you by the Goose Group. And one of them we touched on off air, I thought you were spot on with, is the play of Ian Fay for Pelican Rapids Vikings.
Well, and I think he's just one of those he's a difficult matchup for a lot of teams because he's 6'7". He can go inside. I don't know that he prefers the inside game, but he has a capable inside game. But he can shoot it from about 22, 23, 24 feet. So he makes it a tough matchup for a lot of teams. That being said, depending on how the Yellow Jackets go tonight, if it's Micah Thompson on him, Micah's got that length too. So the Yellow Jackets, that one thing that bodes to their favor. But if Fay gets hot, we talked about different players taking the place of Timmy Guler. I think some of the players that are coming back are also going to have to step up their games. And so far, when you read their reports and you look at what they've done, Ian Fay stands out that he's kind of led them in scoring and rebounding and all of those things all the way through the start of the year for them. So as he continues to take that leadership role on, I think he's a definite key to their puzzle.
Another key that we touched on, I think, in tonight's game, how will the Vikings handle the Yellow Jacket man-to-man defense, especially now without your primary ball carrier, ball handler, and Timmy Guler out for the year with that injury. That's going to be a big key tonight for the Vikings. How can they handle the Yellow Jacket defense?
Right, and with that, you wonder if the Yellow Jackets will extend that man-to-man a little bit more, bring it up to half court or pick them up right at half court just to put some pressure on them. And you're so right. When you have someone like Guler, and we're going to say his name a lot in the pregame because we won't, unfortunately, get to say it during the game, but he's the quarterback of the football team, and he was the quarterback of the basketball team. And from what I've heard from people that I know that work with him, he's like having another coach on the floor. And those kids are kind of few and far between where you can say, you know what, we don't need to take a timeout. He's on the floor. He can handle those situations for us. And so how they're going to handle the Yellow Jackets, because you know that man-to-man's coming, and you know it's going to be tight, and you know that all of those passing lanes are going to get overplayed. How are they going to handle that situation?
I think another key into tonight's game is the emotions of a rivalry. Who starts out faster here in this contest? When Perham lost last year by 30, Pelican Rapid just came out and knocked them in the mouth.
Right, and a quick start a lot of times just it sets that other team back on the heels, especially when it's a game of this caliber, Jason. You know, once in a while where you think you're going to win and the team comes out and they get up 8-0 and you go, okay, law of averages says this is going to balance out as we get going. That didn't happen last year because of how good Pelican played and how good a team they were. And I don't know that either team can really want to rally from a bad start tonight. So I think a quick start, whoever gets that, if they get to an 8, 9, 10 point, you're going to make the other team press and maybe do some things that they don't want to do or they're not as good at. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think a big key is who gets off to a good start tonight.
Yellow Jackets come into tonight's game with a 7-0 mark, 1-0 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. Their last win was a 68-51 victory over Detroit Lakes, where they got a big performance from Alex Ohm. He had 24 points, hit 6 three-pointers, really led the way, and Micah Thompson added 19 points, 6 rebounds for the Yellow Jackets in that win. For the Vikings on the other side, they're coming off a huge 64-59 victory over another section opponent in East Grand Forks. Knocked them off, led by Ian Fay. In that contest, he had 18 points. Charlie Larson and Trayvon Benson added 11 and 10 in that contest.
Yeah, and I think if going back to a few of those games, I think Mike has been so steady for the Yellow Jackets. I think he's one person that you can kind of count on that this is what he's going to give you. And it starts on the defensive end. He's in my mind, not to use an overused term, but he's an elite defender in this area. Just because of his size, he can cover inside, he can cover outside. But he's now also added his three-point shot looks a lot better, and he looks a lot more confident in it. And he's doing lots of great things. But Alex Ohm was lights out against Detroit Lakes. And every time that Detroit Lakes made a run, there was Alex Ohm with another big shot. So, and the funny thing is there's a handful of other guys in there too, and we haven't even talked about Soren Anderson, who is probably one of the better scorers in the Heart of the Lakes Conference and Section 8 AA. And so that kind of shows you the depth of weapons the Yellow Jackets have this year.
Those are your Goose Group keys to the game when we come back. Well, the JNL Nutrition and the Backyard starting lineups here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
There is a voice inside of you. Do you hear it? An ember burning deep within, calling you to gather your tribe, beckoning you deep into the wild, and instilling in you the courage of 10 Wolverines. You know that voice.
Yep, it's me, your inner otter, and I want you to visit findyourinnerotter.com to explore all that Ottertail Lakes Country, Minnesota has in store for you. See you soon.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, welcomes new patients. Come meet the friendly and professional team and experience for yourself what it is patients love about Reuter Family Dentistry.
You know, Dr. Reuter is just so kind and inviting, and she's very proactive, and she has instilled it in her staff to be so friendly and inviting also, and that just makes it a wonderful experience.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Michelle Beck in Perham at 218-345-4010.
Soda Lake Properties is a property management company that offers a wide range of local services year-round. Yard care and landscaping services in the spring and summer, and snow removal and watercraft solutions in the winter. They also offer interior design services that will make your home or office look refreshed and inviting. Not to mention soda cleaning services for residential and commercial buildings, along with construction sites. To learn more about all these services and the revolutionary zero-res carpet cleaning, visit the website today. Just type in sodalakesproperties.com.
Well, welcome back into the Hive as the Gene Sports Shop pregame show rolls along here as the Yellow Jackets, ranked 8th in Class 2A, get ready to take on Pelican Rapids. Now we'll take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by J&L Nutrition and the Backyard here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Starting forward, the Vikings. Starting at a guard, a 5'9" sophomore number 2, Trayvon Benson. Starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore number 10, Charlie Larson. Starting at a forward spot, a 6'2" senior number 11, Tanner Tellerud. Starting at forward, a 6'2" senior number 20, Hunter Williams. And starting at forward, a 6'7" senior number 30, Ian Fay. Head coach of the Vikings, John Gullingsrud. He's assisted by Adam Johnson, Dave Runt, and Derek Nelson. Yellow Jackets, very familiar starting lineup on your roster at home. If you have one, it's 1-0 through 4. Starting at a guard, a 5'9" senior number 0, Alex Holm. Starting at a guard, a 6'5" senior number 1, Micah Thompson. Starting at forward, a 6'4" senior number 2, Evan Kilbash. Starting at a guard, a 6'4" senior number 3, Soren Anderson. And at forward, a 6'2" senior number 4, Jacob Daniels. Yellow Jackets are coached by Dave Cressup, Brian Schwantz, Brent Hansen, Grant Durkheising, Tim Schmitz, and Ryan Ruder. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by J&L Nutrition and the Backyard.
Right, and both of those starting lineups really lend to some really good matchups. And I think you know what you're going to get out of some of those places, especially me not seeing the Vikings as much as I maybe should have or could have at whatever time. But I'm anxious to see Trayvon Benson, the sophomore that cracks this lineup again. Must bring something that again, one of those pieces that we're going to see try to take up some of that slack left by the absence of Timmy Guler. And so really excited to see what these guys have to bring tonight. And for the Yellow Jackets, I think you just have to continue to play steady. They've had a really good start to the season. They've done a lot of things really well. They've never really had that big lapse, and where you go, oh my goodness, this isn't going well, this isn't going well. They've played so consistently, and I think that's one of their big keys is can they continue with that consistency as some of the competition ramps up now as we get going.
Yellow Jackets and the Vikings, Lance, it's one of those rivalries throughout the years you just kind of throw out the records. They like to battle. They've had some key games to go to state, key games in the past in sections. And you look at last year's game, the way it was, do you expect to see, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, a slow it down, grind it out game that we saw last year, or do you think the Yellow Jackets, which I think they have the ability to get up and down the floor, are going to want to try to do that tonight?
I think when the Yellow Jackets are at their best is when they mix both of them, Jason. And it's going to sound like a really kind of cowardly answer, I think, in some aspects, but I think the Yellow Jackets are best when they run when they have the opportunity to run, and they slow it down and make the other team play defense, because you wonder about the depth of the Vikings tonight. And the longer they have to play defense and the more they play defense, you're going to dive into that bench further and get those things going for them. So, again, I think it's one of those that it's going to be a combination game for the Yellow Jackets. I think they need to attack when they get a chance to attack. And but I think they're at their best. They seem more comfortable when they get into their series and they're set and they're in their operation and they're doing what they do best.
Should be a fun one tonight. We'll take a quick break and come back with more as we get ready for the start of this one on the Gene Sports Shop pregame show here on the Main Street Sports Network.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets, Vikings moments away. We'll go through the starting lineups quick. Brought to you by J&L Nutrition in the backyard. For the Vikings, it's Trayvon Benson, Charlie Larson, Tanner Tallerud, Hunter Williams, and Ian Fay. For the Yellow Jackets, it's Alex O, Micah Thompson, Evan Kovash, Soren Anderson, and Jacob Daniels. Starting lineups brought to you by J&L Nutrition in the backyard. We'll come back with the opening tap here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Welcome to the Cactus. The Cactus was built from a passion to gather, to celebrate, and to experience sophisticated fun. Gather your group, rival friends in a game of golf, or lace up the bowling shoes in a grand rendition of the classic American pastime while you enjoy our classic American cuisine served from our scratch kitchen. Don't forget, the Cactus is your go-to watch party destination for all Perham Yellow Jacket broadcasts. The Cactus, a unique dining and entertainment venue, 43521 Fort Thunder Road in Perham.
How has United Community Bank helped Snacks Plus grow throughout these years?
United Community has been, we came to Perham in 2004, and the way we got connected with United Community is the family that we bought the business from at that time, they banked here. So we obviously needed a partner in that part of it, and they've been great. I mean, every step of the way. Every time we have needed a partner and needed help with doing a project, which has been many, they've been right there.
Budget Blinds, based in Detroit Lakes, serving Perham, Fergus Falls, and Park Rapids, is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Whether you need blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, check out the entire inventory online, budgetblinds.com. Also, schedule a consultation on the website. Have more questions? Give them a call, 218-206-9599. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for custom window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit online, budgetblinds.com.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wababy?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
Every day, thousands of dogs in the Lakes area are told to stay. When they wanted to play at the Backyard Playcare, Doggy Daycare or Playcare is the perfect spot for your dog. 100% supervised playtime and 100% fun in a brand new facility that opens this fall. Contact the Backyard Boarding and Playcare at 218-346-4104 or check us out on Facebook today.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Michelle Beck in Perham at 218-345-4010.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, welcomes new patients. Here's what Reuter Family Dentistry can offer you.
We offer wisdom teeth removal, sedation dentistry, dental implants, root canal, cosmetic dentistry, and Invisalign.
The fact that it can be done here is really important for me because, it's a chore sometimes getting all your maintenance done. So if it's all done in the right place, that makes it a lot easier.
Welcome back into the Hive. We're moments away from the start of today's contest between the Yellow Jackets and the Vikings as they're getting introduced to the hometown crowd here. As they're being introduced, Alex Ohm, Micah Thompson, Evan Kovash, Soren Anderson, and Jacob Daniels, the starting five for the Yellow Jackets. The Vikings are going to go with Trayvon Benson, Charlie Larson, Tanner Tallerud, Hunter Williams, and Ian Fay. Lance, we're getting ready for the tip. You can see the excitement's in the air, especially on a Friday night when you got a fun and excited conference game.
Yeah, this is what high school athletics are about. And again, we talked about Detroit Lakes and Perham being a fun atmosphere and a thing. This has got the same kind of feel for it. Close rivals, the history goes back. There's people watching probably that played in this game, and there's just something that brings that rivalry back. And that's the beauty of high school sports. All three of us on the stage or on the crew tonight can talk about games that we played in that were like this, that really were exciting and fun, and this is going to be no different. So last minute kind of team get together here, and we'll be ready to rock and roll really soon, and I'm looking forward to a really good game.
Ian Fay will take the opening tap with Soren Anderson as we get ready to go on the Magnitude Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in for this cash tonight. This will be a fun 36 minutes, and we thank you for tuning in. Yellow Jackets get the opening tap. Thompson will bring it up court. Met there by Larson, goes right side. Now Ohm inside, Thompson with the mismatch. Shot blocked though, nice job. Trayvon Benson blocks that one out of bounds. Ohm will inbound on the baseline. Daniels with it, looks to Ohm. Hand off Thompson, right side, Soren Anderson. On him is Larson this time. They switch, and it swings over to Ohm. Ohm. Pass thrown away in the near side. First turnover of the game goes against the Yellow Jackets. Pelican Rapids will get the ball. Benson will bring it up. Gets met by Ohm. Handed off near side. It goes Williams. Now Benson again. Benson, the 5'9" sophomore. Feeds it over there for Tyler. Comes back to Benson. Thought about it, but loses the grip after collecting his thoughts and not shooting the three. Now it goes over to Fay. Hands it off. Driving in the lane. Tallerud and stolen. The Yellow Jackets get the ball. To Kovash in a backcourt violation.
And again, some of the early matchups we talked about, it's Anderson on Fay. Good matchup there. Again, Soren's got a good reach, good wingspan. Look for Fay to look for his three-point shot off a pick and roll coming up here.
Now with it, Larson. Far side, it goes to Williams. Benson gets cut off. Now backing down the defender, Hunter Williams. Comes back up top, Benson. He launches for three, it's good. Nothing but nylon for Trayvon Benson.
Boy, and we wondered what he was going to bring to the party, and there's your three-point party right from the get-go. That did not look like a sophomore stepping up on with that shot.
Thompson, nice handoff. Anderson off the glass, gets it to roll and go.
Good answer by the Yellow Jackets, going back to your scorer, doing a little pick and roll game of their own, but a good start for both teams in this game.
Benson off the handoff. Now it's Tallerud. They swing around Fay. Fay against Anderson. Down low with the pass to Williams. Williams backing down Daniels. Shot off the mark. Thompson skies for the board. Back the other way. Kovash now to Anderson, gets the screen. Now we'll go with the entry pass to Thompson. The double comes, kick out Ohm. Baseline three is good.
Boy, and that's the danger of having to double. And I just don't see the size. They're going to have to double if Thompson goes into the post. Thompson, a really good passer, found a wide open look.
Fay, three, no good. Soren Anderson closed. It was off of his hand and out of bounds.
And there's that look off the pick and roll, but nice job by Anderson getting through that pick and roll and getting a hand in his face and making a tough shot to start with.
The Yellow Jackets lead 5-3 in your KLN Family Brand scoreboard. Early first half. And an energized Hive tonight. Larson hands it off there. Talaru. Benson with it. Hands it off Williams. Now the dribble handoff to Talaru. Inside too far for Williams and out of bounds.
And we saw a lot of this weave offense in years past that they're trying to break down dribble drive or slip the screen like they did there. It just was a little errant pass.
Luke Soley checks in off the bench for the Vikings as the Yellow Jackets bring it up. Looking things over. Now hands it off to Soren Anderson, who directs the offense. Anderson into the lane. The up and under, good for two. Nice move, Soren Anderson.
And that's a really good sign for the Yellow Jackets, getting Soren rolling right away. And this is a good, favorable matchup for him. I like that he's going inside, setting up his outside game.
And a travel against Fay inside. As the Yellow Jackets off to a 7-3 lead on your KLN Family Brand scoreboard. Owen with it. Goes cross court, Anderson. Thought about it, drives into Thompson. Thompson looks for help, now finds Anderson. Anderson into Ohm driving. Now back down Anderson off his hand and out of bounds.
I like the action that they have going. You know, they're not settling for that first shot. I think they're looking for better shots tonight because if there's a shot there, it's always going to be there. And the Yellow Jackets are looking to better their situation. So a good start for them offensively, even though there was a turnover.
Turnaround in the lane, Fay, shot no good. Kovash, the rebound up to Thompson. Thompson, the layup, good for two. A nice feed from Evan Kovash. Looked like he was throwing it across the diamond on that one.
And again, I think this is a crucial series for the Vikings. I could see if no score here, Yellow Jackets score early timeout, and that's that quick start that we talked about in the keys of the game.
Thompson gets a steal. Now Ohm with it. Hand off, Kovash off the glass. No good. It's short. He short-armed it. Rebound to the floor, and Pelican Rapids comes away with it. Here's Benson, the only point scorer so far for the Vikings. Now goes with it to Soley. They swing it around. Comes back to Benson near side now. Soley with the thought about it. But Kovash closed. Fay with it. Tries to back down Anderson now. Swings it around to Benson. Kick out near side. A three-pointer on its way short. Rebound fought for, grab, and the putback no good on the effort by Charlie Larson. Earns him a trip to the free throw line, but a nice job by Larson following the missed three.
Yeah, and you could tell when it left his hands he wasn't comfortable with what was going, and he attacked that basket right away and gave himself a second chance.
Larson at the Reuter Family Dentistry free throw line. We'll shoot a pair. First one's good. It's on the board for the Vikings. As we approach the 13-minute mark in this first half. Second's good. And we got a Perham Health timeout. We'll take a break. Yellow Jackets by 4 on the KLN Family Brand scoreboard. Welcome back out of the Perham Health timeout. The Yellow Jackets lead 9-5. I'm Jason Groth with Lance LaRock and Ryan Russett on camera tonight. Thank you for tuning in again to this HOL Clash and a semifinal Section 8 AA rematch up ahead to Ohm. He corrals it.
1-2-2 zone pressure out of the timeout, so Coach Gullingsrud decides to switch things up a little bit and now into the zone. Look for your shooters to get their feet set and look for their shot.
Anderson with the head fake, drives down, gets cut off. Now up to Thompson. Swing around the perimeter again. Ohm's going to launch a long three and hit it. He knew it right when he let go of it. He's got 6.
And if you're a shooter, you see a zone, you got one thing in mind. I'm going to get my feet set, and I'm going to let it fly when I get a good shot. Look at the basket.
Baseline jumper on the fadeaway there by Ian Fay is good. His first 2 points. Ohm drives. Anderson, baseline triple on the way. Good.
And I think the Yellow Jackets are going to shoot the Vikings right out of this zone real quickly. I just don't think you can leave those shooters standing wide open. They're probably drooling just a little bit thinking I'm wide open.
The Vikings try to answer. It's no good. Soli's 3 off the mark. Anderson the board. Jackets back.
And they are back to man now.
Oh, drives. Gets the defender to flop and uses the glass for 2.
Boy, great start by the Yellow Jackets, and they're just doing so many things well right now.
That defender was probably thinking it's never a good idea to microwave a balloon on that one as he dropped there. Now with it, Benson. Into the lane was Williams through the contact, and probably another flop on the other side is Anderson with a nice move and drives for 2. Anderson was shut down by the Lakers, has been outstanding tonight for the Yellow Jackets. He's already got 9. And Thompson almost read that one well. Turnaround jumper though off the mark, rebound skied by Kovac. Jackets by 10, back the other way. Ohm inside to Anderson. Finds Thompson cutting. Off the glass, good. And there's a timeout called by the Vikings. Yellow Jackets by 2 touchdowns. We'll take a break on the Magnetic Sports Network. Welcome back to the Hive out of the timeout. Yellow Jackets lead this one 21-7. On a quick start, Soren Anderson with 9, Alex Ohm with 8, and 4 from Micah Thompson. As the Yellow Jackets up 21-7, and the Vikings using the full amount of time in this timeout. Brought to you by Perham Health. And in fact, they actually started the count before they were fully on the floor, but they were able to get it in.
And I don't think I've seen that very many times where the count actually got started, and they did.
3 on its way, a lot of arc, but a lot of air. Fay thought he was fouled. Thompson back. He is fouled. Foul's going to be, I believe, on Soli. It is. His first. As Ohm will inbound. Looks things over. Gets it into the backcourt to Anderson. Ohm drives. Pull-up jumper, no good. Missed everything, and Fay back the other way. Fay, coast to coast, swatted away by Kovac.
I think if you're Fay, though, you have to do that. You have to now just kind of put your stamp on this game, because I think to score, he's going to have to start the scoring.
Soley gets the pass. Dangerous to over and back. Yellow Jackets really thought he had it. Now with it, Talaru.
I think if it wasn't on the inbounds pass, it would have been over and back, but since he can have that to establish himself, they didn't call it.
Fay with the spin move. Now drive, throws it off the mark as he tried to throw it down. Anderson now back the other way to Ohm. Daniels swings it over to Thompson. Baseline there for Anderson. He'll drive. They converge on him, trying to get out of trouble, and held ball is going to be the call. Into the game for the Vikings will be number 10, Charlie Larson, as well as number 20, Hunter Williams. Brady Pesnick checked in on the last possession for the Vikings. Yellow Jackets lead this one 21-7.
No, I think if you're Pelican, you just got to peck away. It's one possession at a time. Try to get a score here and then get into double digits and then start owning the defensive end of the floor and turning it into your offense.
Pass comes near side. Now it's almost stolen by Kovac. That opens up the lane, and driving, throwing an off-balance shot there was Talerud, but the putback is good by Soley.
Isn't it amazing what length will do, Jason? They think they have an open shot, and there's 2 6'5" guys standing in there with long arms, and all of a sudden that shot goes away in a hurry.
Swing over Anderson. Thompson calls for it. And as the double comes, it draws the foul. The foul will be on Charlie Larson. A little aggressive going for the high pass for Thompson. Thompson off the inbound, loses control, but it's tapped out by the Vikings. Blaze Schmidt will check in for the Jackets. Ohm inbound, Daniels. Back to Ohm. Wide open look. That's good. Ohm has 11 as the Jackets continue to expand that lead. Soley gets it batted away, but it goes to a T-man into the lane. Tyler trying to get away. It comes to the near side with the basketball. There's Pesnick, a three, fourth coming off the front iron. Thompson battles for the board, pokes it deep, and now the Vikings get it. An open look for three coming on its way off the mark on the shot attempt by Luke Soley as Ohm closed on that one.
And the one thing is that the Vikings have going for them tonight, Jason, is they are hustling after these rebounds. And the Yellow Jackets, if they shore that up and not give them second and third shots, this is going to be quite a game by the Yellow Jackets. And what a great start to just exactly what we thought might happen.
Long three by Ohm, no good, but you may have seen Blaze Schmidt was camped and wide open for about 3/4 of that possession as the ball goes out of bounds and a foul.
Yeah, and he was just, trying to be one of those where I'm wide open, but I'm not going to yell because then everybody's going to defend me. It's too bad they missed that opportunity because that would have been an easy layup.
I was going to make a reference to a guy in the end zone from last Sunday, but I was going to leave it alone.
I will too then.
It's the inbound. With the ball is Williams. That was Thompson on the foul for the Yellow Jackets as Benson has the ball now. Handoff. There for Larson. Comes to Talaru. Now to the near side, Benson. Benson gets the screen, but loses the ball. Now gets it back. Hands it off there to Hunter Williams. They swing around. Larson with it into the cutter that time. Williams. Nice backdoor feed and waiting for the defender to clear for two was Tanner Tollerud.
And that was a nice controlled set by the Vikings, Jason. And if they can continue to do that, they might be able to chip away at the game, but it's got to start at this end. They got to get some stops.
Thompson and held ball on the way up. They'll stay with the Yellow Jackets, but nice job defensively there, clamping down on Thompson to get the held ball call. Ohm will inbound. Gets it into Anderson. Anderson drives. Cross-court dish to Ohm. But they close, does Benson. Now to Daniels, loses control of it, and it's going to be a turnover.
And it's those little things that just kind of keep the door open for the Vikings here. And if they can put together a couple shots and a couple stops, and all of a sudden at halftime they're down by 6-8 points, they're going to go into half thinking that they're in the game. And if the Yellow Jackets clamp down and continue with this hot start, it might be a little too late. But
Benson. Now to Fay. Fay, handoff, another dish. Defenders clear on patience by Hunter Williams, and he puts it up and in for two.
Seems like they figured out something. It's that dribble drive, and they're getting into the lane, and they're not going all the way to the hoop. They're waiting, and they're dumping it off to their teammate, and a nice adjustment by Coach Gullingsrud and his staff.
Cross court, Thompson. Driving against Benson. Now to the corner, Ohm with the head fake. Floats in a shot, no good.
It's one of those that I think you kind of wish he shot the three-pointer. That's kind of his game, and here we go.
Turnaround jumper good by Charlie Larson. He's got 4, and the Vikings are battling back to within 9.
They're whittling away, and you wonder, Coach Cressup, a timeout situation. But this is probably a good early season to let your kids play through it and try to see how they respond.
Schmidt swings it over Ohm for 3. That one's good. And there's the timeout called by the Yellow Jackets after the three-pointer by Ohm. We'll take a break on the Main Street Sports Network.
Soda Lake Properties is a property management company that offers a wide range of local services year-round. Yard care and landscaping services in the spring and summer, and snow removal and watercraft solutions in the winter. They also offer interior design services that will make your home or office look refreshed and inviting. Not to mention soda cleaning services for residential and commercial buildings, along with construction sites. To learn more about all these services and the revolutionary zero-res carpet cleaning, visit the website today. Just type in sodalakesproperties.com.
Welcome back. Yellow Jackets call that Perham Health timeout. On your KLN Friendly Brands scoreboard, the Yellow Jackets lead 27-15 after a big three-pointer by Alex Ohm. He's got 14 first-half points for the Yellow Jackets. 4 three-pointers and a bucket as his scoring tonight.
And you kind of wonder if this kind of happened similar at Detroit Lakes. They got a 10-point, 12-point lead and never kind of relinquished it with the Lakers, and the Lakers played even after that. It was a good game, and I wonder if we could get the same type of makings here.
Ohm with a nice steal as he read that lane well. Up ahead to Kovash. We'll kick it back out Thompson. Thompson the open look for 3. Too strong. Kovash battles for the board. Looks for help. Too strong on the handoff to Thompson. Back the other way. Now with it Larson into the lane, but he traveled. Nice aggressive move by Larson, but traveled.
And I think he kind of got the double hop step in there. The first hop step, I think if he could have withstood his momentum, he would have let the Yellow Jackets fly by, but he just couldn't stop in time and got that second hop in there.
Anderson. Thompson over to Ohm. Back to Thompson. Ohm will take a quick 3. That's off the mark. Kovash, the long offensive board. Thompson dribbles over to Anderson. They exchange passes on the perimeter. Bounce pass down low, Daniels. Daniels reverse blocked by Fay as he swatted it away. But he'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. As Ohm did a nice job of boxing out Fay, trying to get to that loose ball.
And I'll just say this, if Evan Kovash does what he's done in this last minute and a half for the Yellow Jackets, we're going to be really, really tough.
Three-pointer from Ohm off the inbounds play. He nails it, and it's 30-15.
And while they're on defense, I'll talk a little bit what I meant. Evan kept 2 balls alive, got an offensive rebound, made a nice little dump pass. If he can do that in our offense and give us extra shots, we're going to be pretty lethal come tournament time.
Benson. Ohm on him off his foot. Now Ohm dives to the floor. Held ball is going to be the call. Nice effort by Alex Ohm on the defensive end there. He is having himself a night. And putting his name in the hat for the JFC Luxury Homes Interiors by Winkles and Rivers Edge Cabinetry Player of the Game. Coming up in our Soda Property Zero Res Carpet Cleaning postgame show. But first, we have a lot to decide here as Fay with a nice move drives and finishes with the left hand.
Wow, that was quick, and that's what he can do. And if he gets that set up and all of a sudden can get his three-point shot, that's going to bode well for the Vikings, at least chipping away at this lead in the last 3 minutes before half.
Thompson with it. Gets a screen. Kick out Anderson. Anderson drives, thought about the pull-up jumper, but they closed on him. Thompson with it. As Pelican Rapids falls on that 2-3 zone. Now Anderson off an inside pass from Kovash. Shot no good. Rebound grab by Tallerud. Up ahead, Larson. Kick out Benson. He had the three, but he passes it up for Fay to take it. It's off the mark. Thompson for the board.
And that's the look they wanted, and it would have got it to 10, and just did not fall, just a little off to the right.
Thompson now to Anderson. Goes down low to Daniels. Thompson steps into a three. That's too strong off the back iron. Rebound Benson and the Vikings back. Benson with it. Hands it off, but it gets tapped to Ohm and it comes back to him. Tallerud now swings it over. Fay, a quick three off the mark. Thompson there for another rebound. Thompson with it. Steps into the zone, kicks it over Anderson. Anderson's going to launch a three off the iron. Kovash battles for the board, extends another possession. Near side, Thompson. He'll back down the defender, kick it out. Ohm, the look for three. Too strong. And this possession extended once again by the Yellow Jackets. Anderson with the head fake, drives. The reverse layup is good.
And that doesn't happen unless the complete hustle by all 5 guys on the Yellow Jackets going to get that rebound, not once but twice.
Ohm closes on Benson, and there's a foul. You can see that one kind of coming from a mile away. Ohm got in closer than he had all night, trying to use that baseline as a trap.
Well,
or sideline,
I think it's one of those things where you start to feel like we're a little invincible here, and if we get one more turnover, this game might be just in our favor, and you try to get that one turnover and it just go too hard at it. But I like the effort.
Kick out, three-pointer on its way off the mark. Thompson a rebound off the missed shot from Soley. Up ahead, Kovash. Kovash gets swatted but draws the foul. And Kovash will go to the Ruder Family Dentistry free throw line. Fouls on Soley, his second. Kovash trying to become the 4th Yellow Jacket to record a point tonight. And hits it. Tanner Tallerud checks in for the Vikings. Under a minute to go on your Kaline Family Brand scoreboard. Yellow Jackets lead this one 33-17. As Kovash sinks them both. Get ready for our EOT Insurance halftime show coming up in just under a minute. Larson, kick out, now to Benson. Near side it goes to Larson. Larson driving, stops, looks for help, finds it in Tallerud. Petznick now with it to Fay. Fay trying to back down. Thompson now picks up his dribble. Under 30 to go in the opening half.
Interesting that I'm watching here, and it's probably happened all game as the basket's made, but the Yellow Jackets are switching every time that they run into an opportunity to switch, which is a little uncommon for them.
Anderson with 5 seconds, works. Kick out, Kovash to Daniels. Off the mark. Kovash passed up the last shot, gave it to Daniels. And at halftime, the Yellow Jackets will take a 34-19 lead into the break on your KLN Friendly Brand scoreboard.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
At the Goose Gang, we believe there's a kid in all of us, and we are here to help you find the exciting new toy or game to bring a bit of extra fun to your day. We stock the best toys from around the world to promote learning, imagination, and play. Everything you need to bring your family together. No matter what you're looking for or what age your birth certificate says, we have something for everyone. Don't miss our handcrafted popcorn, wide selection of candy, or the specialty sodas. Treat yourself at the Goose Gang.
Welcome to Gene Sports Shop, located right on Main Street in Perham, Minnesota. We offer a full line of sporting goods and have everything you need for your next hunting or fishing adventure. As a third-generation family-owned business with over 60 years of experience, we pride ourselves on great customer service from our friendly, knowledgeable staff and are open 7 days a week for your convenience. We have you covered on all your fishing and hunting needs and have a great selection of clothing, bait, tackle, firearms, ammunition, and a full archery department. Gene Sports Shop, located in Perham.
Welcome back at the half. The Yellow Jackets lead this one 34-19 in a dynamic first half as the EOT Insurance halftime show rolls on here. Alex Ohm with an outstanding first half with 17 points. He hit 5 3-pointers as you take in and watch the fifth graders take to the floor tonight here at halftime here at the Hive. And what's been a fun first half for the Yellow Jackets, leading 34-19. Alex Ohm with 17, Soren Anderson with 11, Micah Thompson with 4, and Evan Kovash has 2 points for the Yellow Jackets at the half. They were 2 of 2 from the free throw line. No real foul trouble for the Yellow Jackets in that first half. On the other side of things, Charlie Larson leading the way for the Vikings. He has 6, 4 on the board for Ian Fay, 3 for Trevon Benson, and 2 for Tanner Tollerud, Hunter Williams, and Luke Scholey. And the Vikings just struggling to find an answer for this Yellow Jacket defense here in the opening half as the Yellow Jackets lead 34-19 again, and just an explosive first half. And the Yellow Jackets will be interesting to see how they play the second half. Energy at a full tilt tonight. They got a big one tomorrow as well. They take on the 10th ranked Esco Eskimos, who've already took care of business tonight against Breckenridge, trying to find a final on that one. And it was 100-52. Esco knocks off Breckenridge last night by a score, or tonight, excuse me, by a score of 100-52, and they'll be here tomorrow night. That's the second time this year the Eskimos have went over the 100-point plateau as they improve to 6-0 with that victory tonight. And the Eskimos will be ready for tomorrow's game against the Yellow Jackets. We'll give a little preview of that. They've defeated Rock Ridge 93-76, Cloquet 72-55. Grand Rapids 80-50. Knocked off Duluth Marshall 101-46. Defeated Hinckley Finlayson 85-45 and knocked off Proctor 89-27. But have only faced one team with the winning record, and that was Rock Ridge to start the season with that 93-76 victory. That will be a fun one tomorrow. Tip-off for that one is at 4 o'clock. We'll have a pregame show roughly about 3:30 here tomorrow afternoon. But first, a lot of work to get done here for the Yellow Jackets tonight as they lead this one 34-19 on the EOT Insurance halftime show as they're looking sharp. We'll take a break. Come back with more here on the Major 2 Sports Network.
Budget Blinds, based in Detroit Lakes, serving Perham, Fergus Falls, and Park Rapids, is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Whether you need blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, check out the entire inventory online, budgetblinds.com. Also, schedule a consultation on the website. Have more questions? Give them a call, 218-206-9599. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for custom window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit online, budgetblinds.com.
How has United Community Bank helped you guys through the years now?
Well, we started 13 years ago with one employee in a little shop out of our home. And now over the years we've grown to about 25 employees and 2 shop buildings. So they have absolutely been amazing, supported us, trusted us, and put their faith in us. We just really couldn't have done it without United Community Bank. They are just really supportive.
New Horizons Realty has a beautiful home available on Devil's Lake. No corners cut in this 5-bedroom, 5-bath, walkout-style home that includes a 3-stall garage. Host your friends to a breathtaking lake scenery from your new cedar deck patio that is only steps away from the beach. Make it your home this summer and many summers to come. Visit permrealestate.com for more info and photos of this magnificent lakeside home or call 218-346-7767 today. Welcome to the Cactus. The Cactus was built from a passion to gather, to celebrate, and to experience sophisticated fun. Gather your group, rival friends in a game of golf, or lace up the bowling shoes in a grand rendition of the classic American pastime while you enjoy our classic American cuisine served from our scratch kitchen. Don't forget, the Cactus is your go-to watch party destination for all Perham Yellow Jacket broadcasts. The Cactus, a unique dining and entertainment venue, 43-521 Fort Thunder Road in Perham.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back at the half as the EOT Insurance halftime show rolls along. The Yellow Jackets lead this one 34-19. Couple of scores from around the area tonight we'll take a look at. Again, Esco defeats Breckenridge 100-52. A close one going on down the road. DGF and Frazee at the half. It's 36-30. DGF on Frazee at the half. And Barnesville leads Hawley 40-30 with a minute to go in the first half. That's online as well on a sister station tonight. But some exciting scores going around the area in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. DGF again leading Frazee at the fort, 36-30 at the half. And down the road, Esco pounds Breckenridge 100-52. And those Eskimos will be here tomorrow night.
Yeah, and we talked about this all week long, Jason, about how tough a week this is. And it's probably a good time, kind of the middle of the season, just to find out where you're at. I had never thought a midseason loss is a bad loss, unless you played bad, of course. But if you play a good team and you lose in the middle of the season, I don't think that necessarily does define your season by any means. And I think, that being said, Pelican can kind of feel that way. I'm not saying this game is over by any means, but what things can they build on? Because we're going to see them once more at Pelican. and it could possibly come down again into section play again that we see them for a third time. So what can you learn from tonight's game? And that's kind of what, whether you win or lose, that's what you're trying to do during the regular season, is find out what are we good at, what do we need to work on, and what things can we solve in practice. And I think for both teams, this is a good setup for them that way.
We'll take one last time out on the EOT Insurance halftime show and come back with the start of the second half here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Welcome to Nias Family Sales, located just north of Highway 10 exit in Perham. Stop in today or visit NiasFamilySales.com to view the quality inventory of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Nias Family Sales can offer financing options to fit your needs, no matter your credit history. Nias Family Sales also has an experienced and reliable parts and service department that's open extra hours to help fit your hectic schedule. Nias Family Sales, the Lakes area automotive leader since 1999. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hanson, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Well, thank you for tuning in tonight, especially tuning in to our EOT Insurance halftime show as we're getting ready for the second half between the Yellow Jackets and the Vikings. Yellow Jackets lead 34-19. And make sure to stay tuned to our Soda Property Zero Res Carpet Cleaning postgame show, where we'll name your United Community Bank Cash Money Play of the Game, your Farm Bureau Financial Services Play of the Game, as well as your Player of the Game, brought to you by GAFC Luxury Homes, Interiors by Winkles, and River's Edge Cabinetry. That's all coming up in our postgame show, but first we have 18 minutes of basketball to decide a winner. And the Yellow Jackets will get the opening possession of the second half.
Yeah, and I look for the Yellow Jackets to do the same thing. I don't know if they can come out quite as hot as they started this game, but if they can do that, it'll be a long night for the Vikings.
Anderson into Thompson for two. Nice ball movement there, and Thompson with the layup. Benson. Now with it, Larson, the floater off the glass, too strong. Thompson, another rebound. Quickly outlet it up ahead to Anderson, bounce pass Kovash. Clears, now finds Daniels. The three. In and out, no good. And a nice board there by Fay. He comes back. Right side, Benson.
Too early coming up and down the floor here. Vikings pushing a little faster and then looking to drive to the hoop more. They were content to play the outside game in the first half. Now on those pick and rolls, they're going straight to the basket.
Williams floater short, gets his own rebound, left hand good. Hunter Williams had two in the first half, got two in the second. Now Ohm with it. Kovash down low with the dribble, tries to find the cutter. Thompson's not there. Fay back the other way. Fay takes a look, launches a three, too strong. Rebound, Kovac and the Jackets. Anderson into the lane, dishes to Kovac. Now the extra pass. Thompson for three, it's good.
Boy, and what a stretch there for the Yellow Jackets, and one that really affects the Vikings is Fay had a good look at three, just misses it. Yellow Jackets come down and match it. Instead of the lead dissipating, it grows, and that's just kind of the night it's been for the Vikings so far.
Stolen away, Anderson. Up ahead, Ohm trying to read it, but loses it, looked the wrong way.
And I think you're okay with that. Be aggressive. I like when they're trying to get up, and we talked about that earlier. Get up the floor when you can get up the floor, and when you can't, set up in your offense because you know what you have there. Let's see what we can do in fast break and transition offense.
Thompson with a foul. That's his second. The Yellow Jackets lead 39-21 on your KLM Friendly Brand scoreboard. Inbounds to Williams. Right side with a pass there for Larson. Back to Benson. Looking down low, Fay. Fay trying to back down Anderson now. Spins, fade away, short. Williams gets the board, hands it to Fay. Kick out, and a 3 forthcoming. That's no good as Ohm closed on that one. Daniels the board on the missed opportunity. Home with it. Cross court Anderson. He's going to step into a three. That's too strong. And Kovash trying to alter the rebound. Benson lets it go out.
And I like Evans' aggressiveness there, trying to get that rebound. He knew that he had the height advantage there and was trying to use it. So he's doing some really good things for the Yellow Jackets tonight. I like that.
Larson cross court in now to Fay. Right hand short. Fay gets the board though. Into the lane, a lot of confusion by the Vikings, but they're able to regroup a little bit. And with it now, Tallerud to the hoop. That's off the mark.
They're attacking. It's just hard for them to attack with the length of the Yellow Jackets, and they're not the first ball club that's had trouble with that. And you just keep running into big kids.
Nice dish, Thompson and Anderson, the finish, and a timeout as the Yellow Jackets lead by 20. Timeout brought to you by Perham Health on the Magnitude Sports Network.
You do something with your hair?
Well, welcome back to the Hive with the Yellow Jackets leading 41-21. Our Yellow Jacket wrestlers are in the cities at Belle Plaine, taking on Scott West and Totino Grace. And the first one didn't go the Yellow Jackets' way. The Yellow Jackets were defeated 44-30 by Totino Grace and are now currently taking on Scott West, who is number 5 in AA. So a tough task and a loaded task for the Yellow Jackets, but a good showing. And the first one, just not quite enough.
Another partial Yellow Jacket squad that's in action tonight. The Lakers taking on Warroad in boys hockey. Jason Shagabe of Warroad trying to go for the scoring record with the Warriors. They lead the Lakers 2-0 after 2 periods of play, and a tight one up there in Warroad. Now Fay with it. Kick out near side. Benson, shot blocked by Ohm. Kovash saves it from going out, and now it's up to Ohm. Ohm with it. Thompson with it, looking things over. Looks to drive. Drives by Fay, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson lets everyone go up, and now goes for the reverse. It's no good. Thompson put back short. Fights, gets another board. Now to Ohm. Swing it to Anderson. He saves it along the near side. Into Daniels. Daniels, kick out Ohm. Find Thompson for the 3. It's good! Might be an early dagger right there by Micah Thompson.
And what a look there by Ohm. He looked off the person we all thought he was going to and found Thompson in the corner, and Thompson had a good time to shoot, got his feet set, and buried that shot.
To be one of those cash money plays of the game, brought to you by United Community Bank. We'll have that to talk about more in our postgame show. Yellow Jackets lead by 23 here on the Magnitude Sports Network as Fay gets the ball. Fay goes near side to Benson. Now he's swinging over left side with it to Soley. Fay will take a jumper, shorts. Kovash with it, up ahead Anderson. Anderson with the layup contested by Fay. And a nice shot by Fay coming back. And Ohm steps into the passing lane with numbers. Anderson lets him clear, but a foul, and the shot's no good, and Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and really a great adjustment by Anderson. Talk about back-to-back sequences there. Gets his shot blocked, knew that Fay was there, and just gave that little pump fake enough to get Fay up in the air. Nice adjustment there by Anderson.
Free throw from the Reuter Family Dentistry free throw line is good. Brady Petznick now in. The Yellow Jackets lead 45-21. Second free throw, no good. Benson with it, far side. Swings it over Larson, now to the right side. Soley, inside to go Benson. The layup good for Benson. His first point since the opening three.
Lulled the Jackets to sleep just a little bit there, but it was a really nice backup by Benson. And I've been impressed with him as a sophomore playing in this type of game.
Inside to Anderson. Anderson shot up off the glass. No. Gets his rebound now, kicks it out. Daniels with the head fake. Benson closed. Thompson thought about it. He's going to drive, kick over Anderson. Anderson looks, drives, kicks it to Daniels. Anderson into the lane, Daniels. As goes to the floor. And a foul. Foul will be on Daniels.
Kind of an interesting sequence there of what was going on, and neither team really got what they wanted, I don't think. But Pelican, I think here's the chance you just start to try to chip away a little bit. Run your offense, get some things that you can work on, and then hopefully by the 2-minute mark, you're back in the ball game.
Solely with it for the Vikings. Now looking to drive there, Petznick. Daniels just bodying him. No room to work, and now comes the Fay. Hand off to the right side. Petznick to Benson. Benson hands it off far side. Now Tollerud slips. Ball grabbed by Petznick. Kind of that same spot. I think that was a little bit of a trouble in the girls' game last night. Benson with it. And a three on its way. Petznick, no. Rebound, tap to Ohm. Now up ahead to Daniels. Daniels, the layup, no. Fay, and they're going to call basket interference on Fay. Give the bucket to Daniels for two.
It just shows you what Fay can do, though. He is a really good defender, and he can get up and down the floor really quickly and has a nice leaping ability for a 6'7" young man.
Benson with it now for the Vikings. Hands it over to Soley. Fay with it. Fay into the lane. Nice work there, but shot too strong. Anderson gets the board.
If you look at one thing, Jason, I think the good thing is Fay is getting his shots. The tough thing is it hasn't connected for him tonight. And I don't expect that he's going to have many nights like this. And if he starts making 50% of those shots, we got a ball game.
Well, I think part of that, Lance, you're right there. He's having a tough night tonight, but I think it's because of the way the Yellow Jacks actually make him work on both sides of the floor. They don't give a team a possession off on either side of the floor.
No, that is, and when we talked about do they speed up, do they slow down, I think they like this, making the team work hard on defense and take all your energy out. Now it's a second thought to go down and score. It's a first thought to have to stop the Yellow Jackets.
Home to Anderson. Anderson works inside, no good. Rebound comes out to Kovac. Now to Onenson. He has an open look for three. Misses everything, but it might go down as a nice pass, and it goes back to Onenson off the rebound from Anderson.
Right, and there's a great example of don't quit. You know, the first shot didn't go obviously the way he wanted it to. He didn't give up on the play and ended up getting rewarded by Anderson and giving him a nice, easy basket to get in the books.
One thing also, Lance, tonight, the Yellow Jackets, tonight, that extra pass has really just been something else to watch tonight. I mean, you see a lot of teams will take that first shot, that first look, but you see the Yellow Jackets moving the ball around as Kovac gets a nice block there on the defensive end.
Yeah, you don't see any selfish play. They're all looking for each other. They're all looking to make that next pass, and that's great team play, and that's got to really excite Coach Cressup when he gets to watch film to watch those extra passes.
Jackets lead 49-23. As Fay has it. Spins. Kick over to Benson. He's got to look for three. Off the mark. Onitson gets the rebound. Now to Anderson. Now Kovash. Onitson with it. To Ohm. Will launch a three. No good. That one's off the mark. And with a 26-point lead, Lance, kind of go to question when you play it tomorrow. At least it's a 4 o'clock game. What you thinking about as you get ready for the Eskimos? Don't want to look past the end of this one. But that's going to be a thrilling top 10 battle in the state of Minnesota tomorrow here at the Hive.
Right, and both teams obviously coming off playing really, really well. Scoring 100, I don't care who you're playing, you score 100 points, you've got some firepower, and we know Esko has that coming off a great football season. And, it's going to be one to really look forward to tomorrow as well.
Anderson. Turned over. Drive and Kovash with a block on the shot attempt by Soley.
You know, Kovash has filled up the stat books in a lot of other ways other than scoring tonight. And again, I think the Yellow Jackets have some defined scores. This is really kind of what they've been lacking. If you're lacking anything as good as they've been playing, is kind of that all-around play. And Kovash has given them that tonight. And that's an exciting thing as a Yellow Jacket fan to watch, because that's going to make them all the more better.
Fay, three, no. Anderson, board. And what you're talking about, Evan Kovash, against Detroit Lakes, maybe was a little bodied more than he expected, but tonight seems to be more aggressive against this Pelican squad on that side of the board, grabbing those boards.
And that's where I think you take that physical play that the Lakers brought to you. You're probably not going to see someone that physical again. You learn from that, and I think Evan did, and you see he's reaping the rewards tonight because of that.
Kovash now to Ohm. Now back to Kovash, over here to Daniels, now to Onitson. Anderson into the lane to Ohm. And a foul. A long possession there for the Yellow Jackets, and Benson picks up a foul. Schmidt will come in for Kovash. Micah Thompson comes back in.
And a line shift, a line change for the Vikings.
Onitson. Pressure there and a foul. It's going to be on Tollerud. Thompson in the backcourt. Schmidt with it over to Thompson. Now Onitson to Anderson. Anderson with a nice spin move, drives. And a jump ball out of all that. Shot no good. Timeout. Brought to you by Perham Health, called by the Vikings. We'll take a break on the main.
Every day, thousands of dogs in the Lakes area are told to stay. When they wanted to play at the Backyard Playcare, Doggy Daycare, or Playcare is the perfect spot for your dog. 100% supervised playtime and 100% fun in a brand new facility that opens this fall. Contact the Backyard Boarding and Playcare at 218-346-4104 or check us out on Facebook today.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Michelle Beck in Perham at 218-345-4010.
Welcome back here to the Hive. Yellow Jackets lead 49-23, under 6 to go on the Magnitude Sports Network. Jason Groth with Lance Rock. We got a full postgame show coming up for you. Ryan Rusted doing a great job on the camera once again. Thank him for his help. As the Vikings bring it up with Miguel Torres. Goes near side to Larson.
Watch Torres in the JV game. He can shoot the three, so the Jackets definitely don't want to leave him open. But a new look here for the Vikings, and just kind of probably giving some players some of this kind of court time is a good thing for the future for them.
Talerud on the way to the bucket, draws a foul, is going to shoot a pair. Fouls on Blaze Schmidt. Free throw from the Ruder family dentistry free throw line.
Second shot also good.
As Thompson will bring it up court. Goes near side to Onitson, over to Daniels. Now to Thompson. It's been a fun week, a lot of basketball, and we got more tomorrow. And then a lot more next week. Is now Thompson. Back up top, Daniels swinging around to Schmidt. Now to Anderson. Down low, Onitson. Onitson, the help comes, swatted away. Ends up coming back to him, reverse, good. Drive to kick out, stepping into a three off the mark, no good. Board to Talerud, fires up a shot, no, he's fouled. The initial shot by Torres was off the mark. You think he thought, I might have to agree with him, that his elbow was hit. But Talerud will go to the line to shoot two on the foul by Thompson.
And all of you shooters out there know it doesn't take much of a tap on your elbow, and that nice looking shot goes to a line drive in a hurry. And the way he looked, it looked like that was what he thought had happened.
Noah Thompson. Mason Happel in. Ashton Detloff now in for the Yellow Jackets. Free throw by Talerud, good. Thompson will bring it up court to Happel. Inside, Schmidt waits to Thompson for two. And a nice drive and finish there by Charlie Larson for the Vikings. Apple at the floater, no good. Rebound battled for Thompson on the floor. Throws it off a Viking and out of bounds. Thompson to Happel. And it's stolen away. Coming back the other way is Channing Russman. Russman over Datloff, no good. Thompson another rebound. Happel Looks for Schmidt, gets it to him. Dishes it out to Detloff, who launches for three. That's off the mark. Rebound tapped around. Happel battles inside to get it, now hands it off to Detloff. Thompson kick out. Happel to look for three. That's no good. And a foul on the Yellow Jackets. I think Happel handed it off to Detloff in the lane when he realized everyone was a foot taller than him. Said, help me out here. You look more comfortable in that three-point attempt. Blake Schmidt and Micah Thompson check out. Gage Anundson, Noah Novotny in for the Yellow Jackets.
I missed a couple fouls there, Jason, so I'm trying to get the scoreboard back where it should be.
We're all good there, Lance. On the KLN Friendly Brand scoreboard, the Yellow Jackets lead 53-28. Shot no good. Now Thompson up ahead. The dish to Anundson. Anundson into the lane. The floater good. Happel with it. Stolen. And a foul.
We're to the bonus point of the game here.
And at the free throw line will be Esteban Garza. At the Reuter Family Dentistry free throw line. That's no good. Happel gets the board. Inside Detloff, he gets hammered. That's on Russman. You're on that one. Detloff will have a chance to get into the scorebook. As Detloff will shoot at the Reuter Family Dentistry free throw line, and that's good. That's off the mark. And a foul. It's on Jaden Ripley. The Yellow Jackets lead 56-28 on your KLN Friendly Brand scoreboard. Thompson off the mark. Detloff the board. Down low, shot no good. There by Colleton. Now to the floor. Detloff fights, gets the board. Oh, we got a foul. I'll put Detloff to the Reuter Family Dentistry free throw line. Because all this game needs is more free throws.
So tomorrow I won't be able to join you here, Jason, but I really am, as a free throw goes in for Detloff. I really am expecting some more of those ESCO stories to surface of the glass backboards, and second one also good for Detloff.
Those one might stay for different days. Oh.
Kind of a different story here, but it's kind of a unique, and it talks about different families. Here, Detloff just made 2 free throws. His brother is wrestling now for the Yellow Jackets on the floor, and we talk about parents and families and all that they do, and here you've got people wrestling in the cities and playing basketball in Perham, and it just is a good time for us to tell all of our families thank you for what you do to entertain us and to get your kids in these positions so that we have a chance to watch these ball games.
Garza at the line. That one's good. Wholesale changes for both teams. Yellow Jackets lead this one 58-29, and tonight, again, another outstanding, you got to just tip your cap, Yellow Jacket defensive performance again.
Right, and it's been this way since I started way back when, and Coach Cressup was here, and he's pinned his hat on defense and what it can do for a program, and definitely it's made its mark, and everybody knows when you come into Perham, you're going to see this man-to-man defense.
With it there now, Reuter to Sandberg. Driving Thompson, finds a cutter in the lane. Shot is good and a foul. And Cole Reuter will go to the Reuter Family Dentistry free throw line with an attempt at a three-point play. Free throw no good. Put back off the miss. Free throw is good by Brendan Sandberg. Yellow Jackets, Esco, the number 8 team in the state, against the number 10 ranked team in the state tomorrow afternoon. Yellow Jackets knocked off the Eskimos by 12 last year in Esco in a very physical, hotly contested battle. And it's kind of grown into a unique rivalry the last few years between the Eskimos and the Yellow Jackets. As a nice steal there by Thompson. Thompson with the layup. Good.
You know, and I think what makes the rivalry so unique is the distance. Usually when you think rivalry, you think of the Pelican distance to the DL distance to Perham. Not the Esco distance to Perham, but it has two really good programs squaring off against each other year after year.
Started with the Martin Luther King Classic in 2016 when the Eskimos and the Yellow Jackets started squaring off. And the Eskimos won the first two in the series. The Yellow Jackets have won 5 straight as that three-pointer's off the mark. And the Yellow Jackets will run out the clock. And they will improve to 7-0 and 2-0 in the Heart of Lakes Conference as they roll to a 64-29 victory tonight over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. We'll take a break and come back with our Soda Properties Zero Res Carpet Cleaning postgame show.
Soda Lake Properties is a property management company that offers a wide range of local services year-round. Yard care and landscaping services in the spring and summer, and snow removal and watercraft solutions in the winter. They also offer interior design services that will make your home or office look refreshed and inviting. Not to mention soda cleaning services for residential and commercial buildings, along with construction sites. To learn more about all these services and the revolutionary Zero Res carpet cleaning, visit the website today. Just type in sodalakesproperties.com.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, welcomes new patients. Here's what Reuter Family Dentistry can offer you.
We offer wisdom teeth removal, sedation dentistry, dental implants, root canal, cosmetic dentistry, and Invisalign.
The fact that it can be done here is really important for me because, I mean, it's a chore sometimes getting all your maintenance done. So if it's all done in the right place, that makes it a lot easier.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Here at The Nest, we know that people gather over food and drink. We want to help you bring your loved ones together over a cup of coffee in our beautiful coffee shop or over a home-cooked meal using our wide selection of the best kitchen tools. Nest's inviting atmosphere is the perfect place to catch up with friends or savor one of our fresh-baked pastries. Early riser? Don't worry, you can wake up with one of our signature specialty coffee drinks. We hope to make your day at The Nest, 902 Market Street in Perham.
Welcome to Gene Sports Shop, located right on Main Street in Perham, Minnesota. We offer a full line of sporting goods and have everything you need for your next hunting or fishing adventure. As a third-generation family-owned business with over 60 years of experience, we pride ourselves on great customer service from our friendly, knowledgeable staff and are open 7 days a week for your convenience. We have you covered on all your fishing and hunting needs and have a great selection of clothing, bait, tackle, firearms, ammunition, and a full archery department. Gene Sports Shop, located in Perham.
How has United Community Bank helped Snacks Plus grow throughout these years?
United Community has been, we came to Perham in 2004, and the way we got connected with United Community is the family that we bought the business from at that time, they banked here. So we obviously needed a partner in that part of it, and they've been great. I mean, every step of the way. Every time we have needed a partner and needed help with doing a project, which has been many, they've been right there.
Budget Blinds, based in Detroit Lakes, serving Perham, Fergus Falls, and Park Rapids, is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Whether you need blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, check out the entire inventory online, budgetblinds.com. Also, schedule a consultation on the website. Have more questions? Give them a call, 218-206-9599. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for custom window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit online, budgetblinds.com. New Horizons Realty has a beautiful home available on Devil's Lake. No corners cut in this 5-bedroom, 5-bath, walkout-style home that includes a 3-stall garage. Host your friends to a breathtaking lake scenery from your new cedar deck patio that is only steps away from the beach. Make it your home this summer and many summers to come. Visit PermRealEstate.com for more info and photos of this magnificent lakeside home or call 218-346-7767 today. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hanson, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Vergas, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Vergas, or Detroit Lakes today. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Welcome back to the Hive and the Soda Properties Zero Res Carpet Cleaning postgame show. Yellow Jackets with the convincing 64-29 victory over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. We'll be back in action tomorrow night, taking on the Esco Eskimos. But first, we got things to wrap up in our Soda Properties Zero Res Carpet Cleaning post-game show. And the balance in that first half, Lance, for the Yellow Jackets was really outstanding. And they just found the open man. The extra pass we touched on really in that first half, the ball movement was just outstanding.
Yeah, unselfish play all over the floor. And it's tough to be unselfish when you're a group of scorers. But the Yellow Jackets have done a really nice job putting team over self. And that's not always easy to do when you're a talented team, but they really did do a nice job of looking for that extra pass and taking what we talked about in the girls' game, taking a good shot and making it a great shot. And there's no coaching staff all across the country that is ever going to argue with you trying to get a better shot by making an extra pass.
And the Yellow Jackets did just that as they earned a 64-29 victory over Pelican Rapids. We got a score update on our sister station, Hawley and Barnesville, 64-63 with 5 minutes to go. Hawley leads that one in Barnesville. We'll try to get some other updates for you as our post-game show brought to you by Soda Properties Zero Res Carpet Cleaning rolls on here on the Magnitude Sports Network. We go over through some scoring stats for the Yellow Jackets. Leading the way, Alex Ohm. He's our JFC Luxury Homes Interiors by Winkle's Rivers Edge Cabinetry Player of the Game. He finishes with 17 points to lead all scores. Tonight, Micah Thompson finishes with 14. Soren Anderson with 14 as well. The only three in double figures for the Yellow Jackets. Gage Onenson with 6 second-half points. 3 points on the board for Ashton Detloff, 2 for Cole Reuter, 2 for Brandon Sandberg, 2 for Noah Thompson, 2 for Jacob Daniels, and 2 for Evan Kovash. Your Yellow Jackets scoring in tonight's game as they earn the victory tonight. Lance, you look at the other side of things. Charlie Larson led the way with 8 points on the board. And that tells you the Yellow Jackets did an outstanding job on Ian Fay as he finishes with 4.
Right, and it wasn't like he didn't get looks, but again, I go back to what I just been rolling around in my mind what you said, Jason, and most of those looks were contested. And after you've been contested and all of your shots have been contested and your passes have been contested and you have to try to stop the Yellow Jackets offense for as much time as Ian Fay did, even when you get an open shot, I think you start to rush things just because you're not expecting to be open. And I think that happened to him a little bit tonight. And let's take nothing away from him. He's a great player. And I don't expect him to be in that category of point range many times throughout the season, and probably even when we play them again in Pelican. But for tonight, boy, the Yellow Jackets really look good, and they really played in a team atmosphere.
We'll now talk about our United Community Bank Cash Money Play of the Game. It's not going to show up in the scorebook, but it's one that really was key for the Yellow Jackets in the first half.
Right, and it led to what we've been talking about, that extra pass, and we were, usually when we go cash money play of the game, there's been a dunk in the game, or we have some really fancy pass that looks, but this was just a good old-fashioned basketball play where Alex Ohm hit Micah Thompson in the corner where he was looking inside, and as he was going to pass, he flicked it back over into the corner, and it was as close as we could say to someone throwing a dime. That's where we came up with the cash money play of the game. But it was a really, really nice look, such a nice look that I don't think Thompson realized he had so much time to shoot the basketball. So that's our cash money, United Community cash money play of the game.
And now we'll lead into our Farm Bureau Financial Services play of the game. It's another one that's going to show up in a different box score, the one that we won't have, but the one that the coaches keep their eyes on, and that's the rebound stat and the rebound totals and deflections and keeping plays alive. And Evan Kovash did just that with a nice possession offensively where he really gave the Yellow Jackets 2 extra chances at the hoop.
Right, and I think you said it correctly. The box score that you're going to read in the newspaper or you're going to see tonight, whatever, you're not going to see what Evan Kovash brought to this game. But this was his best game of the season in my book. And again, I'm just a guy sitting up here watching basketball. But he did so many little things, and I would guess if I go back and listen to this, we talked about him a lot. And when you start talking about someone a lot, you know they're doing a lot of the little things. And I'm seeing the Yellow Jackets come out with all of their different things that they win awards or whatever. And Evan Kovash was carrying, it was like the Hard Worker Award. I mean, he had the sledgehammer. And I think that meant you're doing all the little things. And he did all the little things very well tonight. And I think that's a key for the Yellow Jackets. I think you can look, at the scoring, and Thompson's going to score, and Ohm's going to score, and Anderson's going to score, and on any given night you got other guys that are coming into the game that can score. It's those guys that are going to do the little things, and tonight, really, really nice game by Evan Kovash.
We'll take a break, come back with your conclusion of the Soda Properties Zero Res Carpet Cleaning postgame show as we preview tomorrow's top 10 ranked battle in the state of Minnesota here at the Hive. We'll take a break on the Main Street Sports Network.
Welcome to Nias Family Sales, located just north of Highway 10 exit in Perham. Stop in today or visit NiasFamilySales.com to view the quality inventory of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Nias Family Sales can offer financing options to fit your needs, no matter your credit history. Nias Family Sales also has an experienced and reliable parts and service department that's open extra hours to help fit your hectic schedule. Nias Family Sales, the Lakes area automotive leader since 1999.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Welcome to the Cactus. The Cactus was built from a passion to gather, to celebrate, and to experience sophisticated fun. Gather your group, rival friends in a game of golf, or lace up the bowling shoes in a grand rendition of the classic American pastime while you enjoy our classic American cuisine served from our scratch kitchen. Don't forget, the Cactus is your go-to watch party destination for all Perham Yellow Jacket broadcasts. The Cactus, a unique dining and entertainment venue, 43521 Fort Thunder Road in Perham.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies.
Wallaby Wallies.
Wilby Wallaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
J&L Nutritional Consulting is the area leader in beef, dairy, and seed. J&L has over 20 years of experience, and they use the latest technology in ration balancing software to make sure every part of your feed is utilized. They provide adjustable profit and loss projections, and their seed division makes sure to bring the best seed for your field, no matter the brand. Contact Mike, Joe, and Andrew at J&L Nutritional Consulting, 218-346-7487.
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, is now hiring. The purpose-driven team at Reuter Family Dentistry strives for the core values of excellence, commitment, and a positive culture.
My favorite thing about being part of Reuter Family Dentistry is just our values and our commitment to each other and to the patients. I know I can leave here every day feeling good about what I've done.
At the Goose Gang, we believe there's a kid in all of us, and we are here to help you find the exciting new toy or game to bring a bit of extra fun to your day. We stock the best toys from around the world to promote learning, imagination, and play. Everything you need to bring your family together. No matter what you're looking for or what age your birth certificate says, we have something for everyone. Don't miss our handcrafted popcorn, wide selection of candy, or the specialty sodas. Treat yourself at the Goose Gang.
Welcome back to the Hive here on the Soda Property Zero Res Carpet Cleaning postgame show. We wrap things up as the Yellow Jackets earn a 64-29 victory tonight over Pelican Rapids. They improved to 7-0 and 2-0 in the heart of the Lakes. Pelican Rapids drops to 7-3 and 1-2 in the HOL, and those two losses in the HOL for Pelican Rapids are against teams they expect to be competing with at the end of the year for a Section 8 AA title, as well as the Heart of the Lakes Conference Championship.
Yeah, and you kind of look at the road for both of these teams, and it's not going to get a whole lot easier starting tomorrow for the Yellow Jackets. And it's one of those that you want to enjoy tonight, and you probably give you another 10, 15 minutes to stand on the court and enjoy it, but then it's time to get home, get some rest, probably come in and have a little shoot-around in the morning, and then you go back to work. And you start to look at Esco, Barnesville, DGF, Fergus, you know, the list goes on, and then you throw in down the road Watertown, Mayor, Cherry, back to Pelican. The road doesn't get any easier, and that's kind of what you talked about last night. The HOL is tough, and it's tough in boys and in girls, and you got to be ready to come and bring your A game every night, or it could be a long night for you, and kind of that's a little bit what happened to the Vikings tonight.
And you look at the schedule for the Yellow Jackets, it was kind of geared up this way. I think you look at last year, it was a great run by the Yellow Jackets. Were they expected to make that run to state? I'll be honest with you, they're the Cinderella team that made that run. They were battle tested throughout the year. But this year's schedule is really beefed up, expecting that this is the group that was going to make it back to state for the Yellow Jackets. And with the teams that they're facing, you already mentioned a Sauk Center that they beat here was a top 15 team in the state. Now you throw in an ESCO team tomorrow and those other opponents coming up down the road. This is going to prepare you for the big games in March.
And I think you don't want to look too far ahead because you can really get yourself into trouble looking far ahead. But I'm looking to the second to the last game where it's at Thief River Falls. Thief River Falls just knocked off a pretty darn good DGF team led by Owen Leach by 12 last night at Thief River Falls. They gave the Yellow Jackets all they wanted last year here in the Hive.
They won.
And they won. And they're bringing back a lot of those same guys. They've got shooters on the outside. They got bigs in the middle. And they got bigs that are physical. And so, like you said, you look down this and there's not many that you go, okay, here's a W, here's a W. Now, that being said, can the Yellow Jackets go on a run? Absolutely. This team is ready. And they're loaded and they're playing well. But you know you're going to have ebb and flows during the season. You just can't help it because it's a long, grueling season.
And you throw in the fact that now you are section champs. There's only 8 of them in Class 2A, and everyone has those teams circled. You throw in, like you mentioned, that Thief River Falls team. They are one of the, if not the best teams in this section. And that is going to be a game that everyone's looking forward to. I talked about this one being circled for different reasons because of a rematch in a conference game. You know that one is definitely circled, especially for the Prowlers up there in Thief River Falls.
Right, and you know, it's one of those things, and I don't think I'm saying anything that people don't know. The North has been down just a little bit relatively compared to other years in the years past. That's one of those games that Thief River circles. Every time they play a team from the south, they're going, okay, here we come. You think we're down? We're not down. And they have a really nice team. You were coaching already at that time. I got to call their section game. They play a good brand of basketball, and you have to be ready every night when they're coming into town, or they're going to come right at you. And I think we haven't seen the best of this Pelican team either. I brought that up earlier, Jason, that they're going through growing pains, and it's going to happen just because of who they lost, and he's such a good player that they're going to grow into their roles together, and I'm guessing that it's not going to be a 30-point game or so when we see them next time at their house. They're going to be growing into that, and they won't be on game 5 or 6. They're going to be on game 10, 15, and they'll be ready to roll.
We talked about that Thief River Falls game. There's going to be a couple of games on our schedule right now, this Yellow Jacket schedule. Because of the physicality, I think a game that's going to get overlooked in the schedule in the grand scheme of things was the one that just happened 2 nights ago here, the Detroit Lakers game against the Yellow Jackets. That's a game they're not used to seeing, a physicality game like that against a 3A school. That type of game will really, really help them, and I think it'll help them know what to expect a little bit when they face Thief River, who plays that physical style, can play both types of styles.
And I think that credits Coach Cressup at credits athletic director Aaron Anderson. You always kind of set your schedule for some things that you need, and I think a lot of these teams that they're seeing for a purpose, because that team will bring something to the table that they're going to need to defend, or they're going to need to go against when it comes time to run through the section and go at a state tournament time. And I think all coaches do that, and all athletic directors, whether you're a struggling team and you're trying to find good competition that you can compete with, all the way up to where the Yellow Jackets are trying to hone your skills towards a state tournament run again and to defend your crown as Section 8 AA champions. And you look at the schedule, and it's a good one, and I would say, I don't want to disregard any of the teams we played, but the early part of our schedule was probably the easiest part of our schedule. And it's not that it was easy, just that the teams we're going to start to see are really, really good, and they all bring something dynamic to the table, starting tomorrow with ESCO and just how they play basketball.
The Eskimos with the big victory tonight, knocking off Breckenridge 100-52. They'll come in with McCoy Parrish, a junior, one of the outstanding players in the state. Quinn Berger, another outstanding player as well, and they have depth across the board. Do the Eskimos? and they have some height. So it'll be some interesting matchups that will happen tomorrow. Last year, the Yellow Jackets were coming off perhaps their worst performance, where Pelican Rapids just muscled them out of the gym last year in a 30-point beatdown. And then they came back, and a lot of people were thinking, myself included, as I attended that game last year, that it was going to be all Esco. But the Yellow Jackets battled, and it was back and forth, and the Yellow Jackets went on a run late on the road and got the big victory.
And I think if you look back to last year, that was probably the turning point of the season for the Yellow Jackets. I think you were on a teeter-totter right there. Which way was this team going to go? And they were too talented to fall off the map, so to speak. But that comeback after getting beat by 30 and going, hey, we're going to face a team that's probably going to be in the state tournament, and to go there and win, I think changed the whole mindset of the Yellow Jackets of what they believed about themselves and what they came to expect night in and night out of their play. And they played pretty darn well after that. So let's see what happens tomorrow. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to join you tomorrow, Jason. I've got other things that I need to be dad first tomorrow. And but I'll probably be following along on Magnitude Sports from Eden Prairie and maybe sending you a little grief once in a while.
And I expect that and hope to get updates from the matches taking place. The Yellow Jackets, as you'll be, again, watching your son and the Yellow Jacket Wrestling Squad in action at Eden Prairie. We want to thank you for tuning in. As you tell, we're excited for action coming up. We got a lot more and a busy January coming up, but it continues tomorrow. 4 o'clock is the tap. Pregame show roughly around 3:30, 3:40. It's the Yellow Jackets and the Eskimos tomorrow. But tonight, the Yellow Jackets earned a 64-29 victory over Pelican Rapids. For Lance Rock, I'm Jason Groth. Have a good evening.
I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent that gets you insured for your needs. If you don't have Farm Bureau, you don't have good insurance.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Michelle Beck in Perham at 218-345-4010.
Soda Lake Properties is a property management company that offers a wide range of local services year-round. Yard care and landscaping services in the spring and summer, and snow removal and watercraft solutions in the winter. They also offer interior design services that will make your home or office look refreshed and inviting. Not to mention soda cleaning services for residential and commercial buildings, along with construction sites. To learn more about all these services and the revolutionary zero-res carpet cleaning, visit the website today. Just type in sodalakesproperties.com.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.